Turning to our other big story this evening, violence gripping the city of Baltimore. This weekend was no exception. Saturday alone, 10 people were shot. Investigator Mike Helgren talked to people who say they're fed up with the violence. And Mike, you also talked to Baltimore City Police Commissioner. What did he say about this weekend's mass shooting?
Vic, he talked repeatedly about stopping a culture of violence in the city. He says there were 7 people killed, 6 non-fatal shootings. Police released a list of the victims this afternoon. He also said they're working to develop people of interest in these cases, and they have recovered a lot of video they hope will help them close these cases.
Boom, 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 because I said, that's a loud noise.
Joyce Smith heard the gunshots from a mass shooting in her neighborhood, Howard Park, that claimed the lives of 3 men in their 20s Saturday night. A 73-year-old man survived.
I'm angry and appalled. We have complained about this corner for years, and nothing seems to get done about it. So now, even with the mass shooting, there's been very little outcry.
Bullet markers covered the intersection of Liberty Heights and Gwynn Oak Avenues. Several of the victims were inside this Hyundai SUV. No arrests have been made.
Anybody's a target. You got that right. Sure enough, anybody.
Detectives are following leads at this very moment.
You mentioned an uptick around the nation, but what is specifically driving all this violence in our city?
It's a number of things. There's no one thing, Mike. It's a culture of violence. Once again, the proliferation of guns, their willingness to use them, to carry them illegally, because the decision to pull that trigger is not made when it's pulled. That decision is made when they grab the gun and walk out of their door.
The victims in this mass shooting are among 10 people shot Saturday alone. They include Marvin Pryor, killed on West Patapsco Avenue.
I have lived in Baltimore City all my life, but I have never experienced this level of crime. Nobody has.
It's gripping the community. People are scared.
Councilmember Christopher Burnett was one of the few city leaders to contact Joyce.
The violence continues to prevail. The thing that we're looking for people to do is to say something. If you know anything, if you heard anything, people shouldn't have to live their lives this way.
And he says there'll be a heightened police presence in Howard Park. There was another incident early this morning in South Baltimore where a man was shot inside his car. He is in critical but stable condition at last check. Live at police headquarters, Mike Helgren, WJZ.